Welcome to tonight's workshop. Goodbye toxins, hello nature. This is all about how to live low tox. It's kind of impossible to live no tox just because of the world that we live in currently. We don't have a lot of control over the things that are in the air or in the water or in our food, but we can do our absolute best to minimize our exposure and ensure that we're living as natural and as pure as we possibly can, just so that we can minimize our negative symptoms and effects of things that do not agree with our bodies. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thanks, Andy. I've been working very hard on my skin, so thanks for noticing. I appreciate it. And okay, so let's just start with some basics. What is a toxin? Because we hear about like non-toxic living or toxic anything that might be on the internets or on TikTok. So what is an actual toxin? It is anything that puts undue stress on the body. So you could have a toxic thought because it's putting undue anxiety and stress on your body. And they're doing a lot of research to show now that actually negative thoughts, toxic thoughts can lead to actual physical dysfunction and disease. So they're studying the effects of repressed anger on cancer expressed in the body. So toxin can be an actual substance, or it can be a thought. It can be an energy, EMFs. Right now, that's the electromagnetic frequency of cell phones and electronics in the home that can put undue stress in the body and become toxic. So toxic load is the sum of all of these things. So you could be having toxic load from your EMFs, toxic load from your mind, toxic load from your food. Maybe there's something in the water. All of these things are accumulating in your body and they put a burden on your organs. Your body is really wired for health, but when we have all these outside pieces of information that are interfering, it can put a lot of undue stress on the body and your organs won't function properly. So the burden of your body's toxic load really matters. If there is too much pressure or interference, the body's going to start to go haywire. And that's when we end up having dis-ease. Things do not function with ease and flow. They are burdened. So that's where dis-ease comes in. It's just the body not in flow. Now, this is kind of disturbing. Women use an average of 12 personal, I have a pup here. He is very excited by the dogs who are walking around outside. There is currently a little Wiener Schnitzel dog walking by, and this dog here can sense his presence. So women use an average of 12 personal care products, which contain more than 160 chemicals. Men use about half the amount of those products, and this I attribute a lot to marketing. Women are just marketed to more, and they end up just naturally having more chemical exposure because we're just using more stuff. But even men are still using about 6 personal care products on average that have 85 chemicals in them. So whatever you're putting on your body goes into your bloodstream. So you have to note that if you're eating super healthy, but you're maybe not using the best cleaning products or skin or hair care products, that might be why you still don't feel well. So there's a holistic approach that we can take to our wellness. When you're functioning properly, your body is an efficient toxic load minimizing machine. We are wired for health. Our bodies know what to do. Your liver and your kidneys are natural filtering systems. So if they're overloaded, they can't do their job. And so the body gets backed up. And that might look like actual backup. You might feel constipated. You might feel physically constipated, emotionally constipated, where you can't express yourself. You can't cry. You can't sleep properly. You're not able to go to the natural process of detoxification and rejuvenation because the organs are just overloaded. So if your body is free from that toxic load, it can do its job and minimize those extra toxins that might creep in through your water sources or your food sources. So the beauty of minimizing toxic load is that you can just get your body back into its natural state of supporting you, of doing its job, of clearing out anything that does not serve you. So your body becomes less efficient at managing toxins as its toxic load increases. So this is what we've been talking about, is the more you put on you or in you, the harder it is for your body to manage homeostasis. But you can control what you bring into your home. You may not be able to control what you put in the air or the water that you're drinking. Maybe only you can control it to a certain extent if you have a filtration system at home. You can't always even control your thoughts if you're around people who, you live with people who are maybe experiencing something negative and it's rubbing off on you, and it's hard to set those energetic boundaries sometimes. At the very least, you can control what you're purchasing and what you're bringing into your home. And we're going to talk a little bit about a term called greenwashing, because organic and pure and natural is all the rage right now. And companies are really trying to maximize those marketing terms. There's no regulation in the industry, so most companies can say whatever they want, and it may not mean what they say. So we have to do a little bit of detective work to understand what is safe and what is not safe. Now, I'm all for natural and pure, and I also believe in science too, that we can have the best of both worlds. But the problem with science is there isn't a lot of testing on some chemicals before they're released into mainstream marketing. And so a lot of companies can hide chemicals and products under big terms because there isn't regulation. There isn't somebody who's saying you cannot do this. So we have to be the ones who are really acknowledging what is true and doing research on these companies, because it could make a huge difference in your brain health. You might feel good now, but the accumulation of that toxic load over the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years could start to deteriorate brain function, neurological function, and things showing up like memory loss or migraines or respiratory dysfunction. All of those things can start to become an issue, even if they are not an issue now. Like we talked about, toxic load, the more it accumulates, the harder your body, the harder a job your body has of reducing it, and it becomes overburdened. So we need to continually be releasing our toxic load so that it does not build up over time. So the first thing is to care about your air. What are you putting into the air? So there are a lot of products out there, plugins, fresheners, Febrezes that you can spray into the air that make things smell good. But you might find that you start sneezing right away, or you get a headache after 30 minutes to an hour. A lot of times it's because the fragrance is too strong, or there are chemicals in there that your body does not agree with. So, sometimes I'll open an oil and it's insanely potent. And I might at first like, whoa, my eyes water, my nose runs a little bit because things are opening, and the concentration of it is the thing that is triggering a response. But when I feel ill or nauseous or sick, and I'm using a product that I know that it's not as pure as it should be, then it's typically because there's something in there that is not supposed to be inhaled. So you can easily resolve some of this by caring about what you're putting into your air. And you see this beautiful little Volo diffuser here. So Glade air freshener, I don't know if anybody uses this. I cannot use products like this. I go into a full-on like asthma attack, and I don't even have asthma. And when you look at this grade here, this grade of D, this is on the EWG working group. That's the Environmental Working Group website, ewg.org, and it rates different products based on what the ingredients are. So this got a D. And from what I remember in school, D's are really not a passing grade. So if this is something that lives in your home, or you have a friend or family member that uses this, it could be really affecting their developmental and reproductive toxicity or reproductive health and creating toxicity. And there is some concern that it is linked to cancer. So I would stop using this. You're better off using nothing than using this. But diffusing is a nice option, because when you're getting an essential oil, like clove oil, for instance, you're just getting the pure essential oil. There is nothing else in this bottle except clove essential oil. Now, because it's concentrated, you don't need very much. You only need a drop, maybe 2 drops in your diffuser. but you're not getting anything but the oil itself. So you can feel confident that the ingredients are pure, and doTERRA does a lot of testing to ensure that there is nothing else in that bottle of oil. So what's diffusing? Anybody have anything diffusing right now at home? If you do, just pop that in the chat. I'd be curious to know what your favorite combos are, because we can all benefit from what other folks are using. So if you have a favorite diffusion combination, let me know. Wild orange and peppermint are featured here. That's my favorite combination. I like to call happy crack because it's natural happy crack. And peppermint is very uplifting and invigorating, and wild orange is also super uplifting, but it also is expansive. So the combination is really good for energy during the day. Ooh, Paige has got breathe and lime going on right now. That's awesome. Yes, that's a great combination. Breathe is really good for respiratory support, and so is lime. Lime is good to relieve us of grief, and that's connected to our heart chakra. So respiratory health and heart opening is all connected in the same area. So breathe and lime are really supportive for both of those things. If we're experiencing respiratory congestion, it could be that there is congestion around being open to love, being open to trust. So when you're diffusing, you're getting not only a physical benefit, but also an emotional benefit. Oh, Andy's, she's diffusing wild orange and peppermint. Woo! Got some happy crack going on. Love it. Now, another thing that's cool is if you don't want to use something like Febreze, you can use these little sprays that doTERRA has. They have an adaptive calming mist that was a special for the holidays, and I think they might still have some left. But you can just spritz this around you. It's so calming. It smells so good. It's like a rain shower of delicious smell, and you can put it on your body. Like you would never spray Glade freshener on your body. Like we know that's not good. But if you can't put it on your body, why would you spray it in the air? That's not good. But this, I can just spray it in my hair. I can spray it on my body, totally safe, completely pure and natural. And I want to say pure and non-toxic ingredients. Yes, there's also the On Guard hand sanitizer. This is also a great room spray, especially in the bathroom. It's good to spritz on your bed if you are in a hotel and you want to keep bed bugs at bay. That's a little trick that I use because I travel a lot. Spray your On Guard spray around the corners of your bed. But it's a natural odor reducer. My brother has 4 cats. And I was staying there for a month, and I was spraying On Guard around the kitty litter. I don't spray it inside the kitty litter, but around the kitty litter, and it helps to kill the smell. So that is a very safe alternative to something like Glade or Febreze, which are not recommended for any use, because within 22 seconds of smelling something, you have a chemical reaction in your brain. So that's how fast something can get into your brain and affect it. And you want to make sure that whatever it is you're smelling is not going to have a negative reaction in your brain. So doTERRA is different. There are a lot of companies out there that claim to be like doTERRA, and it's not possible. I think at this point, 97% of doTERRA's essential oils are proprietary to doTERRA, meaning they work with farms that will only work with doTERRA. They will only sell with doTERRA because of doTERRA's ethics, the way that they approach their socioeconomic impact in different areas. They really focus on sustainable farming practices, and they also do a lot with the actual farmers themselves in terms of paying on time, paying a fair wage. They cut out the middlemen, which are brokers. Most of the time when you're getting a labeled oil, most of the labels that you would see at the stores out in the world, they're all getting it from the same broker. They're just putting a different label on it. Whereas doTERRA is getting it directly from the source. They're not buying from brokers. So you can feel confident that when you're getting doTERRA, you're getting what they say they're giving you. And it's because of the purity. They do rigorous third-party and internal testing on every single batch of oils. And so they are certified pure tested grade. And they're really the only brand out there that's doing this much testing. Not only internal testing, but they're sending it to a third party just to have that checks and balances. because internal testing, you test your oils internally and maybe it's close to your standard. You're only off by like 0.3%, and that's not very much. You might as well just sell it because you wouldn't want to lose out on all that profit. But doTERRA sends it to a third party, and if that oil does not meet their standard by 0.3%, doTERRA will not sell that product. They want to ensure that what they're giving us is the highest quality standard possible. And this is my favorite part about doTERRA is their co-impact sourcing. So they work with artisan farmers all over the world. They work with 45 countries that are considered developing. And it's not the scenario where doTERRA goes in and just buys the land and takes over and builds these big industrial warehouses. They actually employ the farmers. And in many cases, it's women who would not otherwise have an opportunity. And they pay them a fair wage, and they ensure that they're taking care of the land. They let the farmers be the ones who dictate how things are farmed because they're the experts. They've been doing this for generations. And, doTERRA ensures that everything is organic. There's no pesticides or chemicals used on the crops. And they make sure that everything is harvested at the right time in the right way. There are certain oils that have to be harvested at the exact perfect time or else they are no good. So there's a lot of oversight from the folks who live on the land because they are the experts in knowing how to properly farm and harvest the products. And then on top of that, they'll work with farmers based on what the community needs. So in Haiti, the community needed a clean water source. So doTERRA built a clean water source for the folks in Haiti, and they're able to do that through their Healing Hands Foundation. So donations, you can put a donation on your monthly order, and it goes 100% of the proceeds go to doTERRA's Healing Hands Foundation. doTERRA covers all the administrative costs, and so every dollar that you donate actually goes to people in need. So it's freaking amazing, and it is really why I've chosen to not only use doTERRA but also share doTERRA, because we're helping so many people with every bottle that we purchase. So you can also at home make a difference in your own health, in your own family's life. So by using natural, safe products, you can really transform the way that you feel. And if you're having suspect headaches or weird breakouts or digestive distress, it may not just be the food that you're eating. It could be anything you're consuming through your skin, your nose, your body, anywhere in your body. So you can use natural versions that you really trust. So this is like the dirty dozen. There's about a dozen things on here that you should not be using. Sulfates, parabens, PEGs, phthalates, synthetic fragrances, formaldehyde or formaldehyde donors, silicones, propylene glycol, which is a huge culprit in so many products, petroleum, mineral oils or petroleum derived ingredients, and fragrance. If there is fragrance on something and you don't know the company and you don't know how they're sourcing things, fragrance could be hundreds of different things. And fragrance is usually synthetic, genetically modified, not real essential oil. So you want to be really careful about what you're finding on your labels. Now, sometimes there are ingredients on products that are not quote unquote natural, meaning there's a mixture of nature and science, but if they are tested and they're on the EWG working group as low toxicity, then you can feel confident that you can use it safely. So these are the ones that have been linked to cancers, linked to other diseases, hormonal endocrine disruption. These are the main ones that you want to avoid. So like I said, I believe in science. I think there is a way to enhance nature using science, but we want to just make sure that what we're using has been tested and proven safe, not just using something blindly because a company, decided to put it in a product. So doTERRA's commitment is that their products are free of pesticides, free of dangerous chemicals, free of additives, free of synthetic preservatives. And doTERRA performs over 60 tests to ensure the quality that's promised. And so this makes doTERRA beyond organic. Organic farms have agreed to not use pesticides and chemicals on their farm. I think it's for at least 3 years. I think it used to be 7 and they've changed it to 3. I could be wrong, but I thought I recently had heard that. However, that doesn't mean that there's not still pesticides and chemicals in the soil. They could be next to a farm that isn't organic and there's runoff of pesticides and chemicals in the organic farm. The soil is typically not tested. You don't have to test the soil to get organic certification. So organic is the best we have in a lot of cases, but it is not necessarily accurate, and it does not necessarily guarantee that the product you're using does not have chemicals in it. So doTERRA ensures that there's no dangerous chemicals or pesticides by doing all these different levels of testing. Okay, here is another scary D grade product. So if you use cleaning products and, unfortunately, a lot of folks feel that natural products don't work. And I will say, unfortunately, a lot of natural products don't work. And so people will go back to what they were using before because they feel like it works better. However, I have found that the doTERRA products work so well because of the ingredients that they're including and the level of quality of the essential oils. Essential oils are naturally antibacterial. So if you're using real essential oils that are not cut with other unsavory ingredients, you're going to get a much better result. So something like scrubbing bubbles is a D. It has asthma and respiratory concerns, skin allergies and irritation. It affects the environment negatively, reproductive health. I mean, this is just like, how are we even having this on the shelves? Like, how is this even legal? So this is a product I would definitely recommend swapping. You can make your own products at home. You can know exactly what the ingredients are. And depending on what ingredients you choose to put in, will determine the effectiveness. Oftentimes, it doesn't take much. And if you want some DIY recipes, definitely be sure to look out for my email with the replay, because I'm going to include some at-home cleaning recipes. LYSOL disinfecting wipes. This was super popular the last couple of years. D grade, developmental and reproductive toxicity. What in the heck? Most of the people who are cleaning, and not to gender stereotype, but a lot of them are women. Women are home cleaning. And so this is not good. We have a huge rate of infertility in this country. And we're not really talking about what the potential real reasons are. So, it's not to say that you cut out all these products and suddenly you'll become fertile, but why take the risk? If these products are showing that they're dangerous, why would we take the risk? So there's no need to, when there are other options that are far better. Boo, Tide. Sorry, no Tide in our lives. Not good. I mean, people grew up with these brands. So a lot of times people are choosing these brands because they trust them just based on comfort. Their parents use them, grandparents use them. It's just something they grew up with. They have brand recognition. They know it works. But there is a huge pandemic of disease in our country. I think chronic disease in the 70s, it was like, something like 3% of people had chronic disease. Now, 65% of the population has chronic disease. Something's wrong with that picture. And so these insidious ways of toxins entering our bodies could really be contributing to this pandemic of disease, in addition to what we're eating and what we're consuming emotionally. So it isn't just one thing, it is the combination of all of the things. And this has an F rating. This is what is supposed to be like a natural, safe brand, and it's worse than Tide. So this is an example of greenwashing. A product that's supposed to be free and clear is actually one of the most dangerous options that we can use. So all clean is not created equal. If that's one thing that you walk away from this, is just really knowing that brands really vary in their quality, and it's really important that we start paying attention. And we start paying attention just to how our body's responding to things. If we're not sure about something and our body is responding really negatively, then it might not be the right thing for us to be using. Okay, this is another example of greenwashing. Mrs. Meyer's. I flippin' loved Mrs. Meyer's. Everything I had was Mrs. Meyer's. It smells so dang good. And it is one of the worst products for the environment. So I'm sorry to tell you this. This might break your love affair. A lot of people might hate me after watching this because Mrs. Myers is so popular, but they're not actually natural and they're not actually safe. They've just done some really amazing marketing to make it seem like they're more of a, granola hippie option. But unfortunately, that is not the case. So yeah, the product ingredients here, these are why there are some concerns. So ethylene oxide, 1,4-dioxane, lauroth 7, sounds like Shakespearean, but don't let that fool you. It is not poetic. There's fragrance, there's methylisolazolazolene, like who even knows how to say that? Yeah, there's a lot of things that are just super concerning, and this is why it led to that overall D rating. This is another one where, it's a natural brand coming from Thrive Market. It's their main, they're just, kind of like 365 for Whole Foods. This is the brand that Thrive Market puts out. And one of our other team members, Star, was using this brand, and this is what she was using for her family. And she has a small daughter. And when she realized that it was a C level rating, she switched it, because anything that you're washing your dishes with, there's going to be a little bit of a residue on your dishes. So if you're eating food off of your dishes or drinking beverages out of your cups, that residue still gets into your body. So you want to make sure that you're using as pure of a product as possible out of anything that you're using. Your dish pods and your dish detergent should be as pure and safe as possible. Now, essential oils, this is the beauty of doing DIY, is if you make your own, you're using, baking soda, non-aluminum based baking soda, you're using white vinegar, you're using essential oils, you know exactly what's in your product, and it's highly effective. And the essential oil itself helps to protect against bacteria and viruses. And this is a study that you can find on PubMed.gov that shows that the essential oil attenuated influenza virus. So it's not to say that it's going to cure you of something if you get it, but doTERRA's hand sanitizer is 99.9% effective. It's just as effective as any other hand sanitizer out there, and it doesn't have any of the bad ingredients. Hand sanitizer is one of the biggest culprits of these really horrible ingredients that are not good for our endocrine system. So if you're going to switch anything, switch your hand sanitizer to the On Guard brand, or make your own at home. Saves you money, and then you again, you know exactly what's in there, and just gives you that peace of mind. So an attenuate basically just means that it prevented the virus from replicating. And so when viruses replicate is when, our body has to go into high immune support protection mode. And so essential oils can help just to prevent the replication of viruses. Okay, so doTERRA's Abode laundry pods. These are awesome. They're new to doTERRA. As of September, doTERRA came out with this whole cleaning line. Now, doTERRA's products, as of the creation of this PowerPoint, they are not all available on the EWG website just because doTERRA is newer. But when you look up the individual ingredients, they have an A and B rating. So I think the capryl glucoside, it was the closest. This actual ingredient isn't on the EWG, the actual ingredient in the Abode laundry pods, I think, wasn't on EWG, but this was the closest one. And it got a B rating. So this is where you want your products to be, in the A and B category. Anything below, anything C or below is really a no-no. We want to reconsider it. And there are recipes to make your own laundry pods if you want to do that. But the Abode laundry pods are awesome. They really work well. And I use the Abode laundry pods to clean my clothes. And then I have wool dryer balls instead of dryer sheets. Dryer sheets are so bad for the environment. I don't know if you use them, but if you do, please stop and use wool dryer balls and just sprinkle a couple of drops of essential oil on your dryer balls, and you can put those in the dryer, and it helps with static cling and also with that extra scent. So what can you swap? You can swap everything. Anything you see in your home, you can swap for a better alternative. Laundry detergent, surface cleaner, dish soap, dish pods, hand soap, lotion, sanitizer, toothpaste, mouthwash, cough drops, healthcare products, anything you can think of, you can swap. I stopped buying things at Whole Foods and Sprouts and Trader Joe's and that online subscription service called Grove. I stopped all of that. Grove has an additional membership fee, and I can get pretty much everything I got on Grove, I can get through doTERRA, or I can make it myself. And I'm saving money. I'm only paying one membership fee a year. I'm getting all those rewards points from doTERRA that those other companies do not provide. And then everything I'm spending, I am contributing to co-impact sourcing. So I know that the company that I'm putting my dollars towards are doing good in the world, and I can feel good about how I'm spending my money. Because the only way we can vote and have it matter is how we spend our money. So the Abode line is available now, and the dispensers, I will say, are awesome, except the dish dispenser. They need to work on that one. So full disclosure, if you're going to buy these, I would hold off on buying the dish dispenser, or at least what my sister-in-law did is she put a different top on here. She had a screw top from a different bottle that was plastic. So she took the screw top from the plastic bottle and put it on the soap dispenser, and then it was fine. It was like a pump. So that's an option you can do. So in the meantime, the other ones work great and I love them, and they're really pretty, and they're meant to be reusable. They're glass. So you buy them once and then you just keep buying the refills. And it's a great way to reduce landfill, reduce items in the landfill, and just to have really nice, beautiful glass bottles in your kitchen. Sanitizing wipes. These are so awesome, and they're biodegradable. So if you were using LYSOL wipes, you can use these instead. And they have the On Guard blend, which is, antibacterial, antiviral, and you can use it to wipe your hands. It doesn't dry your hands out like some of these do. I use it to wipe my steering wheel. You can use it to wipe light switches, doorknobs, anything. It's great for that. You can switch your body products also. Body wash, soap, scrub, deodorant, body butter, body lotion, lip balm, body mist. A lot of people don't know that doTERRA has these things as options. They have this awesome glowy body mist that I love to use in the summer. I use the mud mask. I use the body butter. I use the body wash, the lotion. This is an unscented lotion that I mix with other oils, and I can use that on my body. I use this citrus hand lotion, the Citrus Bliss hand lotion. I put it next to my pump, my soap dispenser in the bathroom, and then I have one at my bedside table, so I put it on my hands before I go to sleep. I use all these things. The lip balm, those are awesome. They taste so good. Good enough to eat. If you're putting something on your lips, you want to make sure that it's safe to ingest, because you're just going to be licking off your lips all day long. Also doTERRA hair care. So this is, they come in a travel size, and then you can also get the full-sized options. I really love the travel sized one. And if you have very particular hair and you're not sure if it's going to work for you, you can always get the travel size first to see if you like it. But I've had great experiences with the hair care. So, and I do take this travel size with me because I do travel a lot, and it comes in a little a little zip bag that is easy to just throw in your cosmetics case when you're traveling. Virage, oh my gosh, Virage, how I love thee. Let me count the ways. If we're going to talk about Shakespeare, go with the Shakespeare theme. I absolutely love the Virage skincare line. I have very oily, acne-prone skin, and this line is amazing. You can get it as a kit and you save a lot of money that way, or you can buy them individually. The cleanser is very light and it actually gets my makeup off. When I use mascara, it actually gets it off. The toner smells good, very light. I like to apply the Immortelle serum and then use one of those gua sha pieces, or a jade roller, or a rose quartz roller, and I massage that into my skin, and then I put the moisturizer on. I like to use this Virage moisturizer during the day, and then I use the hydrating cream from the anti-aging line at night, just because it's a little heavier and I like the moisture at night while I'm sleeping, but I don't like it as much during the day when I'm putting on makeup. It feels heavier. I also use the anti-aging eye cream. I use the Reveal exfoliation system. What else? I use the Immortelle roller. All the skincare stuff is incredible. I have to tell you that I could never go out without makeup on, and I have zero makeup on right now. I have zero makeup on except lipstick. I have nothing on, and that was something I could never do in my 20s and 30s. I'm going to be 42 in June. In my 20s and 30s, I could never, ever, 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 ever go out without makeup on. And I highly attribute it not only to using the doTERRA supplements, but also the skincare and the body products. So, okay. Oops, did I just, yeah, okay. So, oh, Andy loves the shampoo and conditioner. Yeah, it's really nice and it smells good and it's light. It doesn't feel like that heavy feeling after washing that you can sometimes get. So if you are watching this and you have the worksheet that I sent out, hopefully you were taking notes here. I want you to just quickly, and if you haven't, just quickly jot down some of the things in your home that you feel like you could immediately swap. Like, what are some things that maybe you have a nostalgic connection to, or you're worried that you might not find an option that works as well, or maybe you didn't realize, like, ooh, I didn't realize that this might be toxic. Jot down 3 to 5 things that you feel ready right now to swap in your home. And if you want to share those in the chat, please feel free. If you're looking for certain suggestions, you can also pop those questions in the chat as well. But just make a mental note for yourself that the next time that you are looking for new products, that you're ensuring that you use a product that you trust or you make it yourself. And that is super empowering when you're making things yourself. They don't have as long of a shelf life when you're making them yourself. You want to make sure you use them up in a reasonable amount of time. Usually if you're making something at home, like a month or less, because it's not going to have the stabilization as some products that are made with those natural, stabilizers. But you have that. If you have the time and you have the inclination, you can totally make things from home. Yeah, laundry detergent. So doTERRA has a laundry detergent. It's the On Guard laundry detergent. And so if you don't want to use the laundry pods, so there's Abode, the Abode line has laundry pods, you can use the On Guard laundry detergent, the liquid detergent. It is awesome. It's a concentrate, so you don't need very much, like only like 2 tablespoons worth. And that laundry detergent lasts so long. So that is a great option if you want to swap out laundry detergent. Okay, so if you are not yet a customer, you can buy doTERRA in 3 ways. You can get it retail, which I don't recommend because you spend the most money that way. Most folks get it wholesale, even if they're just a customer. So sometimes people are like, oh, I don't want to sell anything. And you can be a wholesale customer and there's no obligation to sell a thing. My mom's a wholesale customer. My sister, my brother, they're all wholesale customers and they just buy the products for themselves so they can get it at a discount. And if you want to get something below wholesale, you can either get an enrollment kit and that will give you a discount. You get your membership fee waived the first year and you get everything at a discounted price. And then once you are a customer, you can opt into the loyalty rewards program and you get so many benefits, free shipping, you get points back on your orders, you can get free products every month. It's just a way for folks who want to redirect their budget away from those stores that I mentioned earlier and concentrate everything into one purchase. So you're getting high quality products and they're getting shipped to your home. You only have to pay 1 membership fee a year. You don't have to pay any shipping fee if your order is over 100 PD. And I'm spending, before I found doTERRA, I was spending like $300 to $400 a month on products. And now that I have doTERRA, I spend more like $100 to $200 on products a month. That includes my supplements, hair care, skincare, oils, lip balms, all the things. And I'm getting those other $200 worth of stuff I was buying, I'm getting for free because I'm using my points. I get $250 worth of points every couple of months because of the loyalty rewards program. So it is really the smartest way to get your oils. And then there's 3 types of people who want to have a wholesale account. I mentioned the first one, those who just want to be a customer. They want to live a natural wellness lifestyle. They don't want to have to worry about anything else other than their own health and their family's health. And then the second type of person is somebody who just finds that they're naturally sharing about their oils. Maybe their mom is getting her oils through your account, or your friend is always asking you to pick up a Breathe oil, or maybe everyone's like, oh, you smell great. What is it that you're using? Or you look great. What is it that you're using? If that's you, then you may want to share doTERRA and get your orders paid for, because I'm all about free healthcare. My mission is to help everyone get free healthcare and become a healer in your own home. So you can do that pretty easily by sharing doTERRA and being able to pay yourself back for what you're purchasing every month. And then some folks get really inspired. They love teaching. They love sharing about natural wellness. They're natural educators and coaches, and they want to make this an income stream. And that was me. In 2014, I was working in corporate. I had had a health coaching certification, and I had been coaching folks for over a decade. And it just was a natural fit for me. And I was able to leave my corporate job and make doTERRA my full-time focus. And while I'm working on my acting career, because I'm also an actor, I'm a writer. And so I now have the time freedom to be able to do those other things because I was able to make doTERRA an income stream. But that's a very small percentage of people who actually use the products. 85% of people in doTERRA just are customers, and 15% actually want to take that next step and be able to make some income. So if that's you, let me know and I can share more about what that would look like. Now, if you're new to doTERRA, this kit is awesome to make over your bathroom cabinet. If you just want to transform your bathroom cabinet, if you open it and you look at it and you're like, ooh, I've got Tums and I've got Neosporin and I've got melatonin and I've got, you know, all these pain relievers that probably aren't so good for my liver, and you just want to make a one-stop shop makeover, this is the kit. For $250, you get a free membership and you get all of these things included. You get your natural Bengay, basically, which is the deep blue rub. You get your pain relief in your deep blue polyphenol complex. So 95% of the time, if I am not feeling well, if I have joint pain, head tension, I can take deep blue polyphenol complex and it will go away and I don't have to take the over-the-counter. Because if you're taking over-the-counter pain relief medications on a daily basis, even on a weekly basis, over time, it can really weaken the strength of your filtering organs like your liver and your kidneys. So it's really important to minimize over-the-counters as much as possible. Correct-X is your natural Neosporin. Past tense is for head tension that you can use topically. Frankincense is good for everything. It is the king of all oils. Put that under your tongue. Put it in your skincare products to have glowing skin. Digestin soft gels are your alternative to Tums. You got your Tamer digestive blend, your Breathe vapor stick to help open up your chest and your respiratory system, and that's in place of, oh my gosh, what's the thing I'm thinking of? Vicks Vapor Rub. This is your natural Vicks Vapor Rub. You got your On Guard throat protecting drops. That's in place of Halls, which is, oh God, Halls always leaves me with that like chemically taste afterwards. And the On Guard protecting throat drops are actually, a quick tip, really good for curbing sugar cravings, I will say. So if you need something sweet and you also want an immune boost, On Guard throat drops are great. Lavender is great for calming. So if you're looking for some relaxation at night and you want to have a soak in the bath, a lot of times Epsom salt soaks have a lot of extra crappy ingredients in there. So you can just get plain Epsom salts and add in some lavender, add in some serenity, add in some sandalwood, balance. Any of those grounding oils are really wonderful to take an Epsom salt bath, which will help you naturally detoxify your body. And then the Serenity Restful Complex Soft Gels. This is a great alternative to melatonin. Melatonin is natural, but it is a hormone. And if you take it consistently over time, it can throw off the balance of your endocrine system. So the Serenity soft gels are non-addictive and they do not have that same effect on the hormonal system that melatonin does. You don't wake up groggy. It's really good for relaxing the body. Aroma Essentials Kit. This is great. Oh, and I want to say too, if you are an existing customer, you can still get this kit. And it helps you get a discount based instead of buying everything individually. So this is also available to you if you're a customer. It's not just for new enrollees. The Aroma Essentials Kit also you can buy as a customer. And this is a great way to, if you're into fresheners, if you're into candles, if you're into plugins, this is the kit for you because it gives you all those delicious, wonderful smells in a very safe format. Just want to be sure if you're using a diffuser that you're cleaning it regularly. You want to make sure that you're cleaning your diffuser like every other day with some white vinegar and lemon oil. You can get a Q-tip with some lemon oil and just get all the little nooks and crannies in your diffuser. So just be sure that you're conscious about cleaning it out after you use it. And, you know, after you turn it off, you want to dump out the water and let it air out and dry. And then the abode line, you can add on to any enrollment order, and you can also put it on your loyalty rewards program order. So the dish soap concentrate, the dishwasher pods come with 24, the laundry pods come with 45. So if you're doing, say you're doing 2 loads of laundry a week, this is going to last you, let's say 45, it'll last you about a month or so. I do about 1 load of laundry a week. So I don't have kids, or, you know, I just do it once a week. So for me, this lasts me about a month and a half or longer. The surface spray is a concentrate. It comes in a tiny little bottle, but you mix it with water and you put it in that spray container that the dispenser that I showed you earlier. And that lasts at least, oh man, a couple of months, depending on how often you clean, but you get at least 2 full spray bottles of concentrate out of that tiny little bottle. The foaming hand wash, the hand lotion, and then the abode oil. This is an awesome oil to use when you're making your own DIY products or to diffuse, because it naturally kills any airborne pathogens. So abode is awesome. Yeah, so Andy, there's oral deep blue. The deep blue polyphenol complex is a capsule, and it's the version of deep blue that's safe to ingest. So it has frankincense extract in it, which is really good for inflammation, reducing inflammation. So a lot of times head tension is because there's inflammation in the body. Let me know if that answers your question. So how do you get free oils with your loyalty rewards order? So if you're thinking of becoming a customer, or you already are a customer, this is one of the biggest benefits of doTERRA. This is an optional part of doTERRA. You are not obligated to be on the loyalty rewards program, but like I said, it's the smartest way to get your oils, because you can get all the different products that you're buying from all these different places in one place, and you get points back on every purchase. And any purchase that's over 100 PV, which is about $100, you get free shipping. So this is an example of an order. If you got the hand spot and body lotion, the anti-aging moisturizer, the abode dishwasher pods, the hair care kit, and the 4-pack of the multi-purpose surface cleaner concentrate, that would get you to about 127 PV, exactly 127 PV. And that means that you would get a percentage of your order back in points. You'll see here the estimated points earned is about 38 PV. So you start off at 10% back on the program, and then every 3 months you increase by 5%. So over the course of a year, you get up to 30% back on every purchase. That's huge. If you're spending $100, you're getting $30 back. So that's why I was saying, like, I save insane amounts of money, because what I was spending on all the products I was using, I now pay about half. I've been talking too much and I forgot to bring my water down. So I'm paying like half what I would normally pay, because I get all these points and I get to redeem them every few months. So this is the smartest way to purchase your products. Who's on the loyalty rewards program? Do you love it as much as I do? Because every few months I feel like it's like Christmas all over again, because I get so much free stuff. My throat just got so dry, and that's what I get for not staying hydrated. So, one thing I do want to mention about LRP, the minimum to earn points is a 50 PV order. So if you are doing like a 35 PV order in a given month, you won't get free shipping and you won't get any points back. So if you feel like, oh, I just don't want to spend as much this month and I feel like I need to do a lesser order, just think, so that you can maximize your benefits, think like, oh, could I not buy my toothpaste from where I normally get it? And could I get it through doTERRA? Oh, maybe I want to try one of their soaps instead of buying the soap at the store that may not be as pure or clean. And that way you can get your order up to at least that 50 PV margin to be able to earn your points back. If you want the free product of the month, the minimum is 125 PV, and that you have to process that order by the 15th of each month in order to get the free product. Okay, so Andy, let me know what you're not sure. You're not sure if you're using it right. Tell me more about that. Do you mean about the loyalty rewards program or something else that you're not sure if you're using it right? Let me know and I will help to answer that question. So what are some of the things that you're swapping? What is exciting for you to swap right now? Let us know in the chat. And okay, so your LRP, you're not sure if you're using it right. Tell me more. What do you feel like you're not using properly? And I will try to help guide you. Oh, so if you are on the loyalty rewards program, you'd want to process your order on or before the 15th of the month in order to get the free product of the month. To get the free product of the month, the minimum order is 125 PV. PV is product value. For those of you who are like, what is this lingo she's talking about? What's PV? 125 PV by the 5th, on or before the 15th, you will automatically get a free product of the month included in your order. So you don't have to do 125 PV every month. You know, some months you might do a smaller order. And then other months you might really want that product of the month. So you do 125 PV. 125 PV is about $125, but you have to go by the product value. Some products, for instance, like the hand sanitizer is, I think, $6.50, but it's only 5 PV. And so, you know, for those of us who are trying to redirect our budget, if you think about what you spend on hair care products, skin care products, cleaning products, supplements, any of those just personal care products that you might need, I just redirected all of the things that I was spending in all the different places. I redirected to my doTERRA budget, and I've been able to save so much more money that way. I spend so much less money than I used to spend at Whole Foods or any of those natural stores. Now, the thing is, natural products are going to cost more. Unfortunately, organic food costs more, natural products cost more, but what's the cost of our health? How much are we willing to invest in being healthy? We either spend the money now on the things that are supporting our bodies, or we spend the money later on hospital bills and medications and time that we spend trying to take care of ourselves. So it's really important to reduce our toxic load now. And then that way it prevents us from having that toxic burden later. So, you know, one of the things that I concentrate on my doTERRA order are my supplements. I use the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and I use the Terrazyme digestive enzymes and the probiotics. And that is just a really natural way to be able to filter the toxins out of the body, because the Lifelong Vitality Pack omegas have essential oils in them, and essential oils are natural filters of toxicity. So just on a daily basis, I'm getting toxic filtering out of my body, and I'm ensuring that I'm getting all the nutrients and vitamins I need for my organs to function properly. So if there's a month where you feel like you can put more towards your order and you want the free product of the month, you can do 125 PV. But if you just want to be able to earn your points back, the minimum is only 50 PV. And then if there's a month where you just don't even want to do 50 PV, you only have to do one item a month to keep the points that you've earned. You don't lose points, you don't gain points. So you just maintain your points if you're doing less than 50 PV. But the great thing about the LRP is that you have the flexibility to do as much or as little as you want. Now, if you're building a business with doTERRA, the minimum is 100 PV. But if you're just a customer, you can do as much or as little as you want. 50 PV to earn points, 125 to get the free product. So if you feel like, you know, it's not something that you can concentrate your budget around, or there's a smaller amount that you can put towards it, that's totally cool. Do what works for you. So if you have the top 5 things that you swap, I see that Paige, she swapped her shampoo and conditioner, her bar soap, lip balm, hand sanitizer, supplements. Yeah, it's nice because, you know, you get them delivered to your door and they smell really freaking good. Yeah, exactly, Andy. One product to maintain anything you've already earned, 50 PV or about $50 to earn rewards. Just make sure that you're looking at the PV total, not the dollar total, because sometimes they can be a little different. That will earn you points. And then 100 PV, you'll get free shipping. And then 125 PV, you'll get shipping, you'll get your points, and you'll get the free product if you do it by the 15th. So those are the 3 tiers. Thanks for asking that question, because I know it can be confusing for folks. And if you are new to doTERRA watching this, you're gonna be like, I don't know what any of this is. So don't worry about that. Just worry about getting started with your basic kit, and I can guide you on how to use all of those products to start swapping things out of your medicine cabinet, your bathroom cabinet, your toiletry case, your cleaning supply closet. And so if you're new to doTERRA, whoever invited you to this webinar, just contact them so that you can get an additional gift for getting started, plus a private 30-minute non-toxic home assessment where we'll walk through your home either in person or by FaceTime or Zoom, and you can show us everything you're using, and we can give you the best swaps or the best recipes to make your own products at home. And then what's really cool is doTERRA has this new course called the Free Home Edit course. You can complete this course and you'll get more education and DIY recipes. It's totally free. You can do it at your own pace. It's really fun. And I will pop the link in the chat here. I think I lost the webinar, but popping the link in the chat. It's called the doTERRA Natural Home Edit, and it's a course that you can take that will walk you through how to swap things in your home and how to make things at home. So we have come to the end of the road for this evening. If there are any final questions, please let me know. These were awesome questions. I really appreciate all of you being here and contributing your thoughts and your energy, because this is a huge topic that I'm very passionate about. Mostly because I come from a heritage of neurological dis-ease, and I'm doing all that I can to preserve my brain health, and that's going to take a lot of extra effort. So if you know if certain things run in your family, it's not necessarily a sentence. It's not guaranteed that you'll end up with that exact disease. We have the power to control how our genes are expressed through our DNA. And a lot of that is based on what we consume, what we eat, how we think, products we're putting on and into our bodies. So there is a lot of room for empowerment and change based on how we approach our health. So thank you all for being here again. I hope this was helpful. And you're welcome, Paige. I appreciate you. And yeah, if you have anyone in your life who would benefit from watching this replay, you feel free to share it with them. And you can always give my name as a reference if you need support in helping to educate them. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you soon. Oh, you know what? Wait, don't leave. I forgot, there's a giveaway. And actually, I have a bottle of On Guard hand sanitizer, and I have a bottle of clove. And I am going to do this giveaway for those of you watching. I'm going to stop the recording, but I'm going to do the giveaway for those of the folks who are live. So next class that we do, anybody who joins live will get the opportunity to win a product. So thanks for being here. I'm going to stop the recording and do the giveaway.